When you get in the presence of God, it resets your perspective. All of the chaos and the confusion and the busyness and the hurry, it takes your eyes off of that and puts them back on Jesus. And then it expands your capacity. Why? Because God gives you grace for the assignments in your life. Our problem is we shut ourselves off for that grace and try to go and do it ourselves. Like, think of Moses. He's got to lead 2 million people. That's why he is always going back in the presence of God, because it's resetting his perspective and expanding his capacity. How about Joshua? He's just an assistant, but in the presence of God, he becomes the leader of the Israelites to take the promised land. David, it's in the presence of God. He goes from a shepherd boy to a giant killer. How about Jesus? There is one place in the Bible that tells us Jesus was overwhelmed, right before he goes to the cross. And you know what he does? He gets John, James, and Peter, and he says, guys, would you come away with me and will you pray with me for 1 hour? He says, can we go have some church? Because my soul is overwhelmed with about what's to come, and I need to get in the presence of God with you. And they go and they seek God together, and in the end, Jesus stands up and says, not my will, but yours be done. And he walked to the cross and he fulfilled his destiny because he had the right perspective and the capacity to go do what God had created and called him to do. And the same is true for you.